Welcome to Movitop. Netflix in 2026 is playing at another level. Thrillers with top-tier actors, dramas that quietly break you, epic fantasy, and a reunion nobody saw coming on screen. If you've spent weeks not knowing what to watch, today I'm solving that for you. But before we get into the video, it would mean a lot if you took a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your support.
Number 7. Spencer Confidential. An ex-cop gets out of prison with two plans: leave Boston for good and stay out of trouble. Spoiler, neither one works out. When the corrupt captain who put him away turns up dead, Spencer can't stay on the sidelines. What follows is an action buddy comedy with punches, laughs, and genuine chemistry between Wahlberg and Winston Duke that holds the whole film together. It's not complicated cinema, and it doesn't try to be. Peter Berg knows exactly what kind of movie he's making and delivers it straight. It's entertaining, direct, and has enough fun moments to make the time fly. The kind of movie you throw on Friday night without overthinking it and walk away completely satisfied.
Number 6. The Huntsman. An ICU nurse who volunteers reading to coma patients. That sounds calm enough. The problem is the patient he's been assigned is Lincoln, the prime suspect in the savage murders of 6 women in a small southwestern town. And nobody is sure if he's actually guilty. Based on an award-winning novel, this is the kind of thriller that builds tension without needing blood on screen. The real horror lies in what you can't confirm, in the doubts that pile up, in the character speaking to you without knowing whether he's confessing or manipulating. Shawn Ashmore carries that ambiguity with an unease that keeps you on edge. If you like thrillers that trust the audience's intelligence and prefer psychological tension over cheap shock value, this one is for you.
Number 5. Ambulance.
2 adoptive brothers, a bank heist gone sideways, a hijacked ambulance with a wounded cop inside, and a chase across Los Angeles that doesn't stop for 2 hours. That's what Michael Bay is offering you. And if you go in with that expectation, he delivers in full. It's not a film of deep characters or memorable dialogue. It's pure adrenaline, drone cameras flying everywhere, explosions that cost a fortune, and Jake Gyllenhaal performing like he's operating on a completely different level of chaos. There's an emotional side, a desperate veteran who needs money for his wife's medical treatment, that gives the whole thing a bit of human weight. But if you're honest, you're watching it for the spectacle. And the spectacle arrives in full. Chaotic, frantic, and not a single second to breathe.
Number 4. Arn the Knight Templar. 12th century, Sweden.
A nobleman named Arn falls for the wrong woman at the wrong moment with the wrong enemies watching. He's falsely accused, torn from her for 20 years, and sent as penance to fight in the Holy Land as a Knight Templar. 2 decades. In between, war, honor, loss, and a country that keeps changing without waiting for him. This Scandinavian film carries an epic scale you rarely see in productions from that region. It's not Hollywood, and that's what makes it more interesting. The ambition is grand, but the focus stays human. The central love story isn't decoration, it's the backbone of everything, and it works. The battles carry real weight. If you loved Kingdom of Heaven or have a soft spot for medieval cinema that takes its period seriously, this is a gem you probably missed and that deserves far more attention than it ever got.
Number 3. The Rip. Miami narcotics cops. A routine operation. An abandoned house. $24 million hidden inside the walls. And the law says they have to stay and count every dollar on site until they're done. They can't leave, they can't call for backup, and nobody, inside or outside that house, is completely trustworthy. Joe Carnahan took a true story, a Miami narcotics chief who lived through exactly this, and built a claustrophobic thriller that tightens the knot slowly. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck sharing the screen is enough of a hook on its own, but what holds the film together is that their dynamic actually works. Damon is restrained and ambiguous, Affleck volatile and charged. The tension doesn't come from explosions,
It comes from not knowing who's going to betray who first. Compulsively entertaining and the #1 film on Netflix for weeks. Don't miss it. Number 2. Medieval. The year is 1402. The Holy Roman Empire is in crisis. Kings are fighting over the throne. And in the middle of that chaos, Jan Žižka, the man who would go on to become one of the most feared military commanders in European history, receives a mission: kidnap Lady Catherine to destabilize the enemy. What starts as a political operation becomes far more complicated when Žižka, a man who never trusted anyone in his life, starts to feel something for what was supposed to be just a pawn on a chessboard. Ben Foster delivers one of his best performances, a man of few words, whose violence is methodical, and whose loyalty shifts without him even realizing it. Let's be clear, this film does not romanticize the Middle Ages. The combat is brutal, physical, with maces and axes, and the camera never looks away. If you're looking for medieval cinema with visceral realism and a real historical figure worth knowing, this is one of the best options on Netflix. Number 1. The Mother. There are elite operatives who walk away from the world, and there are mothers the world never let be what they wanted. This film brings both together. A former agent who spent years in hiding after giving up for adoption the daughter she had during an undercover operation. A threat resurfaces, the girl is in danger, and she has to step out of the shadows to do the one thing she always did well. Jennifer Lopez is in a mode we hadn't seen from her in a long time. No pretense, fully inside the character, physically and emotionally committed. This isn't cold action cinema. It has a real emotional core built around motherhood, lost time, and trying to build a bond with someone who doesn't know they need you. The action sequences are solid. The scenes between the two leads are what give the whole thing its soul. If you're looking for something that combines action thriller with a story that actually moves you, this one blends both worlds better than you'd expect.
And that's a wrap. Did I leave out any Netflix gem that belongs on this list? Let me know down in the comments. I love putting together more videos based on your recommendations. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. See you in the next one.